In a bright and bustling coral reef lived a sea cucumber named Clyde. He was a long, brown, and squishy fellow who moved at a pace that could put a snail to sleep. He watched the flashy fish, the clever octopuses, and the strong lobsters with a sigh. "I'm just a boring, useless lump," he mumbled. Everyone in the reef had a talent. Fiona the clownfish told hilarious jokes, Oscar the octopus could solve any puzzle, and Larry the lobster could crack open the toughest shells. Clyde just ingested sand. He felt invisible. During the daily talent show, Fiona would make everyone laugh. Oscar would juggle seashells, and Larry would perform feats of strength. When it was Clyde's turn, he'd just wiggle slightly. The crowd would politely cough and swim away. Clyde's heart would sink. One afternoon, a shadow fell over the reef. A giant, hungry starfish, a crown of thorns, was approaching. It was a fearsome predator that could eat entire corals. Panic spread through the reef. "We need a hero," cried Fiona. Oscar the octopus tried to tie up the starfish, but it was too strong and spiny. Larry the lobster tried to pinch it, but its hard spines protected it. Fiona tried to confuse it with jokes, but the starfish had no sense of humor. The situation looked hopeless. Clyde watched from behind a rock, trembling. He wanted to help more than anything, but what could he do? He was just a soft, slow, defenseless sea cucumber. He felt utterly powerless. As the starfish got closer, about to climb onto their favorite brain coral, Clyde felt a strange sensation. It was a feeling of intense stress and protectiveness. He remembered something his mother once told him. "When in extreme danger, my child, remember your secret power." What power? Clyde had always asked. "You'll know," was the only reply. Now, facing the reef's destruction, he knew it was time. He had to try. He took a deep breath, or the sea cucumber equivalent, and waddled out. "Stop," Clyde squeaked, positioning himself between the starfish and the coral. The starfish paused, confused by this unappetizing and brave little creature. Everyone else gasped. "Clyde, no. It'll eat you," shouted Oscar. Just as the starfish reached for him, Clyde did it. He performed his unique and special talent. With a sound like a soft sneeze, he launched a bunch of his own internal organs out of his back end. They were sticky, white, and incredibly long threads, shooting straight at the starfish. The sticky, spaghetti-like threads instantly entangled the starfish. The more it struggled, the more wrapped up it became. It was completely trapped in a net of gooey, surprising threads. It couldn't move an inch. There was a moment of complete silence. Every creature in the reef stared, their mouths wide open. They weren't staring at the trapped starfish, but at Clyde. The boring, unremarkable Clyde had just done the most amazing, bizarre, and heroic thing they had ever seen. As the current carried the tangled starfish away, the reef erupted in cheers. They swarmed around Clyde, who was feeling a bit tired and empty, but incredibly proud. "That was gross and awesome," shouted Larry. "You saved us," cheered Fiona. Clyde learned that his strange defense mechanism, which he thought was weird and embarrassing, was actually a superpower. He wasn't useless, he was a secret weapon. The reef now saw him not as a lump, but as their brave, unique protector. From that day on, Clyde held his head, or his front end, high. He still ingested sand, cleaning the reef, but now everyone knew it was important work. And during the talent show, he didn't just wiggle. He gave a demonstration of the mightiest sneeze, and everyone applauded with gusto. The reef learned that heroes come in all shapes, sizes, and squishiness levels. Sometimes, the most unlikely creature has the most unexpected talent. And Clyde, the once shy sea cucumber, became a legend known throughout the ocean as Clyde the Defender, the hero who is full of surprises.